So, today is, what is today? July 21st. It's Monday. It's 10:56 p.m. My whole face is bloated. They're actually hurting it. My nerves through here, everything through there. It's all swollen. It hurts under there. They have set and attacked my feet for 2 days. My left foot, it's very swollen. It's bad. I actually have it in my Flickr pictures. I haven't taken a video for a while for my blog, but I've been keeping up with it a lot. It has happened. And he said, I'm very swollen. It's all pressure to the face. As soon as they knew I was getting ready to take a video, my face just went, and I was already swollen up to high hell. It was already bad. So, the people on me are claiming to make arrests. They're also kind of in this little weird space where it's being prolonged just to see how I'll kind of react to it. But they're also, it's a weird manipulation, because at the same time, like, the guys are sitting there going, Tina, we're really arresting people. We're really arresting them. But every day I'm listening, I'm like, okay, well, it's the same people that's on me every day. And I just got attacked right there. So, I mean, I'm still taking torture attacks. I'm still swollen. The same people still on it. A guy just said he saw it, which is, some of their extortion stuff. They have held me hostage to that for a long time, so that's definitely coming out. Now, here's the thing. When this happened, I needed help, right? I've always needed the help. And they just piled on a bunch of people and expected me to settle, and I expected to get my help. But I always said I was going to send the women to prison. I have never backed off of that. Well, they understood that, and they left them on me. I'm still expected to settle for some of them. But I'm not expected to settle for a woman at all. That's never going to happen, ever. There is never going to be these women that are on me going to be allowed on me. I've always been hell-bent on pressing charges on them. And they really need to go to prison. I have them human testing on me, just non-consensually. I have them pushing and pulling on my brain. I have them hurting me all the time. And honestly, to tell you the truth, the men just sit back and watch and take notes. And then it's like they want to appease me. They're like, Tina, we're going to be arresting people. Why am I getting hurt? Whatever you did it for, you're done. You've been done. All you have been wanting to do for a year now was just sit and extort me to one question that you've seen in my brain that I said no to, and you just think I lied over and over. And then you sit there and try to do all this non-consensual shit to that, because I do not consent to you being in my brain, studying it, peeking around, entertaining yourself, studying it. I don't even consent to you sitting there holding me hostage while you use that as your excuse, and that's pretty much what you did. They pre-selected the question just so they could keep going, is what happened. Even though I did not consent to doing that, and I did not consent to going through that, and there is no excuse for it. And by the point that they started it, they had already went through all the neuro attacks and knew what the hell they were doing. So that guy right now, he just want to go, that bitch lied. That's just what he said. I go through this hundreds of times a day and take a lot of attacks for it. I have been electromagnetically attacked over 700,000 times. And that is constant. So the same pressure I'm getting in my face is the same pressure I get, on my body. Pressure's pressure. When you hold a nerve, like they started holding that one back in December 2023. Well, if you know how to hold that, then here we are, July of 2025, and you're doing that to my foot for 2 days. Hey. So, you obviously know how to do that. If you're vibrating my brain, which you were doing in 2023 back in December, you already know how to do that when you're vibrating stuff. If you're hurling energy balls to my chest, you were already doing that to my head back in 2023. It is 2025. There's no fucking excuse. So, here's the thing. It's all pointless. It is so pointless, everything that's going on, that there is no excuse for it. And yes, I'm expected to settle for some of our government agents that have said and done this to me, but even they will tell you there is absolutely no point in what they're doing anymore. I've sat there and went through different targets, and everything I tell them, I've already got it answered. They know that. There's nothing to do. Why are you just sitting there watching me get tortured when you already know what the torture looks like? I've already collected hundreds of pictures, and I've already been tortured for 593 days. There's no point. I'm sending people to prison, and I'm sitting here waiting for it to get over, and it's like they're playing mind games just to see if I'll start harassing them or something for it, or if I'll be quiet and just keep taking the silent beatings to while they sit and claim that they're arresting people to appease me. They have been claiming to arrest people for at least over 365 days now. I have it in my other phone from last June where they were doing that. And they've done it every day. So you mean to tell me in a year's time, if you sitting there claiming to arrest people every day, none of them have gotten arrested, they still act awful. As you can see, I'm still swollen, everything's still going on. They're still telling me I have to give up something, which is part of their extortion. And it's part of their manipulation tactics. I can sit and break down every tactic they have thrown my way. And even explain it. And talk about it. And even ways that I have tried to counter it, be it productive or non-productive. So there's no point. I am literally just being held as target practice, and they're just sitting back, obstructing my justice, quite honestly. But they do say that they are arresting people. But then they make a show of doing nothing, which is really, really, really perverse to sit and do to a victim that you just really wanted to torture for the law enforcement or for the military or because it's, great technology. But it's over, and it's perverse that you can't sit there and make it right. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. You would not believe how many government officials I've had sit and even tell me they don't care about victims at all of remote neural monitoring. I've been arguing with them. I'm very political about my arguments that I make. And they have said and claimed that they don't care about genocide. They don't care about their victims. They don't care about any of that because they're just here to be a perpetrator. That's the only road they took on, and that's the only road they want to take. They don't want to do anything different. But they want to sit back and say, I have to settle for it. So there's some who did go out on that, but guess what? They're just sitting around monitoring it. But now they're hastily telling me we're arresting people, we're arresting people, we're arresting people. Well, I personally have not heard of one arrest being made. I know I'm getting tortured. I know the same things are still happening. I definitely get my news from what I feel from my body. from the electromagnetic torture, and I can tell you it is not over. So there you go. Another guy just sat and said I lied. I'm not lying. I'm still taking evidence pictures. There's no excuse for it. So the constant harassment keeps going. Like I said, that was a repetitive interrogation that they have done to try to hold me hostage, to say that they will not stop until I give that over to them and tell them I lied about something they seen in my head. I told them no, and I don't care what they think. I don't consent to them being in my head. I don't consent to their harassment. I don't consent to their holding me hostage, and I'm not taking the extortion. I'm pressing charges. So I already told that guy I will not be settling for that. So whoever I have to settle for is definitely not going to be somebody who's sitting there trying to continue to hold me for nothing, because everything going on is pointless. The whole thing started because the technology was pretty cool. They just wanted to be part of it and torture a complete stranger and sit back and take notes. But now that it's time to get it over, they're having a hard time. But the whole time, they should have got it over because I needed help. I was just expected to settle for it. I didn't want to go through the torture. I didn't want to go through all this crap that they put me through hundreds and hundreds of times. I didn't want my family going through it. I didn't want a bit of this shit. But I was understanding that my only choice was you're going to have to go through something, or otherwise that's the only way I was going to get my help. I never got my help. I'm still sitting here demanding my justice and wanting my help and wanting these people in prison. And I'm still being dicked around pretty much. And some of those are law enforcement who actually isn't corrupt, who's just sitting back taking notes. And, but they're watching it all. But the people that's in the main room with me who is constantly active, trying to keep it going, like I said, I've been attacked over 700,000 times. If you're trying to keep it going, you need to go to prison. And this is just kind of a late testimony that I'm all in on using for court. So this isn't for my YouTube channel, even though I'll probably put it on there. I just want to have a record of it for court, because I'm definitely not going to take this. I absolutely am not doing it. I have made cease and desist. I've let them know I do not want anything to do with this. I've let them know every day I want it over. I've told them every day that they needed to arrest people. I've told them every day I'm waiting for arrests. I didn't really truly harass them about it, but I let them know every day. Now here's the thing. I have had agents sit there and be like, well, what's going on? Do you need a back surgery? Look, I have this on YouTube. I have it on my blog. I have it on my Facebook. I even know that you're a part of it. You even know about it, and I know you know about it, and you're playing with me. And accusing me of playing with you. And you have sat and played with me for so long that you have made it really hard for me to even be able to talk to you if that were to happen. And you treat my torture and my case and me as if I was nothing but a joke. I'm not a joke. I'm someone that actually really needed the help. I still need the help. But, it's been just so horrible. And I've been through too much. And there's been so much discrimination because they expected me to settle and they offered me money. And I just wanted the fucking help. But that's pretty much what happened. They pigeonholed me like that.